Hello friends, welcome back. This is Amit from Magnet and today we are going to create this railway environment inside Element 3D. So first take a look what we are going to create today. So if you are new to this channel, I recommend you to check my other videos, and if you find those videos useful, please do subscribe this channel and turn the notification on. And here I like to shout out all those people who has already joined me as a member. So if you really want to support me, you can also join me as a member. So let's get started. Okay, so before we start, make sure that you download all the models that I'm going to use for this project. Link in the video description. And I'm download this model from the Sketchfab and the megascan. And I'm also give this project file for free. So you can also download this project file from the video description. And inside this project file, you also get all the cameras. So I'm also name all the cameras here, so you can specifically enable the camera and render the scene for your own. And I also make a small model pack by using those model for Element 3D. If you download this pack, you can readily access those models inside Element 3D. So without wasting any time, let's get started. So first we create a composition here. So go to the composition and make a new composition here, and everything look nice, and just hit OK here. Then we're going to create a new solid for element effect. Just make a solid here and name this as element, and also change the color to black and hit OK. So now go over this effect and presets and search for the element effect here. If you install the element, you can get this element effect under Video Copilot. Just double click here. Then we go to the scene setup here. Okay, so first we're going to make an environment. So go to this environment tab here, and we're going to change this basic environment map. So just click on here, and I'm also give this environment map in the video description, so you can also download this from there. So just click and just click on open and just hit OK, and you can see this here. So we have to turn this on from here. So just click on here and you can see the environment here, but you can see that the resolution is very dull. So you can just click on here, that is the draft textures, and we disable this one from here. Okay, so here is the environment. So if we install the Element 3D ready assets in the Element 3D model directory, you will get this folder there, that is the tunnel train assets. Just click here and you will get all the assets from the model pack. And you can also get a custom map that I built for the project. So if you just click here, you will load the entire map. So if you click on here, that is the 2 trains, it will take little time to appear here, but in my case it's appeared quickly because I load all the models previously. So you can see that you can get this entire map by just one click here. And if you alt click on this train, so tap and hold the alt key and just click on here, you can select this model, and you can see that this model is placed inside a folder called this train with engine. And if you move this, you can entirely move the train from here. And if you right click here, you will see that I place this inside this channel number 3, auxiliary channel number 3, so you can animate this train from the auxiliary channels. But I'm not going to use this here because I'm going to build the entire scene for you. So just show you that what you get from this model pack, and maybe this is very easy to make the scene, but I think it is not very right to make this scene just like one click, because in that case you won't have your own creativity. But I still gave this because only for your practice purpose. Okay, so just disable this one and you can get nothing here. So just click here and remove all the materials from here. So first we put a landscape here. So I'm going to use this gigantic sandstone terrain, and I'm download this model from the Sketchfab. So first thing we have to do that, just click here and make sure that you click on this normalize size, as well as you go to the alignment and change this to bottom here. And then we go down and make sure that you turn this on, that is the optimize mesh. Okay, and then we're going to scale this up. So go to the top, and here you find the scale switch here, and just increase the scale. Okay, just like this, but not that much. just like this. Okay, and then also we duplicate this, so we duplicate it here and here, and just fill the landscape area here. And then we're going to organize the scene, so we press and hold the shift key and just click, so you can select all this and just click and drag and drop to this folder here. Okay, and we can also name this as basic landscape, just hit OK. Okay, and now we're going to put some distant mountain, so I'm using this mountain, so just click here and you can get your mountain here. First we select this mountain and then we go to its scale and we increase the scale from here, and then we put this mountain in the back side, and then we press E to bring this rotation gizmo, or you can just change it from here just like this, and you rotate it in that angle, and then we place it here. Okay, just like this, and then you duplicate it, and in order to duplicate you just press and hold the Alt key and move any axis, so you can duplicate this. So we place it here and then we rotate it just like this. Okay, and also duplicate one more time, maybe we scale this up. So in order to bring this scale gizmo, the shortcut is press R, and then you go to this middle of the axis, and when you see that all the axes are turned yellow, just click and drag your mouse to uniformly scale up your model. Okay, just like this. So we can place this mountain here as well, so you can get a nice distant mountain field here. And now you can see that there are some of the peaks which look very weird, so you have to fix this. So press Alt and hold the Alt key and just click on here, and then press R to bring the scale switch or scale gizmo here. Select this Y scale gizmo and just bring it down just like this to make this really flat here. Okay, just like this. You can get the texture, but you can see that it is very flat in scale, and do the same for this as well. So select this one and make it flat like this, not that much, just like this. Okay, and we can leave all those things just like this because we're going to put the railway line from here. Okay, so now we're going to put the lines. So in order to put the lines, you can get the railway line or rail from here. You just click, and we can move this rail track out from this basic landscape group. So we just drag it out from here, and you can see that this line is modular. And if I go to this move tool or go to this rotation tool, and then we press shift to snap the rotation and just hold the shift key and just rotate it just like this. Okay, and then we press W to bring this move gizmo and put it little top here just like this. Okay, and you can see that these lines that I downloaded from the megascan, you can see that the detailing is so high and you can get a nice result from this model. Okay, and if you expand this model, you can see that there is only one slot for this material. But if you go to this mesh view here, you can get that this is the modular, and if you turn this on and off, you can turn on the assets here. Okay, so now we're going to duplicate this railway line to make a large railway line here. Okay, so just select this one and press and hold the Alt key and just drag this x-axis here just like this. Okay, and you can duplicate this and do the same here. And now you can see that we have this level crossing here, but we don't want the level crossing to everywhere, so we have to disable this. So how we do this? After selecting this one, you can come over here and just uncheck this, and when you find which is the actual level crossing here, just turn this off, and also turn this off this one, and then we just duplicate this just like this. Okay, and you can see that this is going to disappear because of this landscape. So we press and hold again the Alt key and just click here to select this mesh, and then press R to bring this scale value and just decrease the Y scale value just like this. Okay, make it flat. And then again we select this one by press and hold the Alt key and click on this mesh, and then we press W to bring this move gizmo and just extend the line here. Okay, just like this. So you can extend it as long as you want, but I suggest that you extend this into this direction because we have these mountains here. So in order to extend this line in a quick way, we select this group and again we name this as, so we rename this as railways and hit OK. And then we duplicate this railway line to make it quickly. Okay, just like this, and also do here. Okay, just like this. And also you can do one thing, that you have to extend the landscape as well. So we have to extend this one. Okay, and then also we go to this railway folder here and we duplicate to extend this. Okay, just like this. And then we again collapse all these railway folders here and we select these 4 folders and also put it into a new folder here. So here is the folder, and because we do this, now we can entirely duplicate the whole line system here just like this and make another line here. Okay, and you can see that it is too similar here, but it is natural that level crossing is always in the same place for all the lines here, so don't worry. But if you want, you can also change the orientation. So maybe you can just extend this just like this, and again we duplicate it here. Okay, so make another variation to your lines here. Okay, and also we put it here. Okay, and now you can also duplicate the far mountain to fill all the areas here just like this. Maybe we put it little down, and also we make another copy here, and then we increase the scale. Okay, so now this look amazing, and now we going to use this same mountain model. Just duplicate it here and place it here maybe, and then we going to decrease the scale and we put it here, and again we decrease the scale, and then we place it here and there. Okay, just like this. So I'm going to make it little quick so you can have the idea. So just put it here and press R to bring this scale value and decrease the peak, and also decrease this y-axis value, and then we duplicate it here and then scale it up like this. Okay, so now you have to just fill this entire area by using this. So okay, so you have get the basic idea that how you can entirely build the scene. And now you can see that some of the portion of this mountain that intersect these lines, so this is not acceptable, so we have to move this and make sure that the line is clear so the train can run easily. Okay, and also you can make some other designs here. Okay, so this is how you can put this mountain model here and there to make this entire scene. And you can also see that the middle of the line is so empty, so you can use this same model to fill this gap as well. So you select any of this model here and duplicate it here, and now we're going to scale it down very less so we can fit this inside this little gap area here. Okay, just like this. So we're going to rotate this, and again we select this scale and just put it here. Okay, now we're going to duplicate it again and rotate this to make it little different looking, just like this. Okay, so sake of this tutorial I am filling that much, but you can also fill all the areas here. Okay, so now we going to put another assets here. So now we're going to put some radio towers here. So again we go to our this folder, and you will see there are some radio towers here as well. So I'm using this tower, so just click, and there is tower. But I drag it out from this landscape group here, and here is the tower. And now we going to reset the position, and make sure that you check this normalize size, and also check this optimize mesh switch here. And now here is our tower. So we're going to put this tower here and there, so it can look nice. So maybe here, and then also we put some here, and also some on the tower here. So it's not specific, and maybe it doesn't make any sense to put the radio tower here and there, but yes, the sake of this tutorial make some sense. Okay, just like this. And also we have a watchtower here as well, so just bring it here. So here is the watchtower, and now we going to put this watchtower here. Maybe we decrease the scale of this tower, just like this, and also we duplicate it here. Okay, and then we again have some iron gate here. So maybe these gates are responsible for to bring the wire to cross these lines. So bring this iron gate here as well. This is the iron gate, and maybe we just bring it out from this group here, or maybe we bring it out from this group. So this is here, and now we select this gate, and again we reset its position. So here is the gate, so maybe we place it here, and then we rotate it, and also we press shift to snap this rotation, and then we decrease the scale. Okay, and make sure that you alignment set to bottom, which is default here, and also ensure that you click on this normalize size as well as this optimize mesh, and then we put this gate over here. Maybe we increase the scale little bit, just like this, or then we going to down this height and place it here, or maybe we place this radio tower here, and then we select this and place it here, or maybe we increase the scale and then we dip it down like this. Okay, so here is our iron gate, and we're going to put it into a new folder here. So here is the folder, and there is the iron gate, and now we're going to put some cables on this, but in your case the iron gate doesn't have any texture, because I'm use a metal grunge texture from the Pro Shader 2 collection, and if you have this Pro Shader 2 collection from the video copilot, you will get this texture, or if you not have this Pro Shader 2 collection, maybe the texture is blank, so you have to manually put any kind of metallic texture on this, so it can look nice. But I have this Pro Shader 2, so I use this metal texture from this pack, So you can manage it, maybe you will do. So now we going to put these cables. So we click here, put this cable into the same folder which have this iron gate, and there is the cable. So we bring it here, and also I use the same metal texture to these cables. So if you would not have this procedure too, maybe in your case the texture is empty, so manage this by using another texture or metal like texture here. So now we going to rotate this and put it here, and also we decrease the scale like this, and click on this target switch here to target your model here, and then we place it here, and then we place this here. Make sure that it fit inside this, so we have to decrease the scale little bit more. And then we move it here. Okay, so now dip it down, place it here, and again we duplicate this just like this, and you can see that it really fits nicely. Select this one, just join it here. Okay, and then again we select this one and duplicate here, and then we rotate this. So press shift to snap the rotation and dip it down just like this. So I know it doesn't make any sense, but you can see that it look nice, so we can do this. Or maybe we can increase the height of this gate, because we have to place our engine here. So let's see that how high our engine is. So here is the engine. So I'm download this engine from the Sketchfab, and really I must say that this look really amazing, and they make this engine for free, so really appreciate that effort. And I'm also give the link in the description, and also give the credit to this creator, so you can see that how great work he made for this. So now we going to increase the scale to match the line position here. Going to put it little top. So here is the wheels. So make sure that wheels are touch the lines. We're going to increase the scale just like this. Okay, so it match the lines, so it fixed. And now you can see that we have to put the iron gate little higher. So you can see that the engine present in the same group, but we don't want this, so we're going to drag it out this engine here. So now we're going to put this iron gate, but you can see that the gizmo is placed here. So don't worry, we have to replace this anchor point. So here is the folder. Select this folder and then go to this anchor point XYZ. We're going to change this X position. So just increase it until you place this gizmo here, or you can go to this top view here and find the iron gate here, and then you can place this here, and also change the Z axis position to make it middle. Then again go to this perspective, and now we're going to put this gate little higher here. Okay, so this is way the engine go freely, so just like this. Okay, and now again we go here, go to these pipes here, and we duplicate this, and then we rotate this and we put it little higher here. Okay, or maybe we put it down and select this one, I mean this cable, and we increase the scale of this cable and dip it down just like this. And you can also extend this and do the same for these sides as well. So we select this cable and duplicate this, and we also have to rotate it into that angle. Okay, and this look nice. And now we're going to go to this folder again, which is the iron gate folder, and we duplicate it here or maybe here. So it's all depends on you that how much wiring you want here. So just like this. Okay, and now we're going to put some electric post over here. So for this electric post, I have a group of model. So here it is, that is the low poly assets. And if you bring it here, you can see that it has an entire model system here. And if you increase the scale, you can get so many models to this, and you can use it here to populate your scene by using different assets. But I'm going to use here this electric post. So how you can extract this? So if you just put it out from this group here is this low poly assets. If you extend this, you will get this, but you have to go to this mesh view here, and then you will get this entire models here. So now we're going to use this one. So we select this, and in order to select this, you have to press and hold the control button and click over here. So you will select this one. So now we only going to select this as well as these wires. So again we select these wires here, and here is the wire, and we're going to uncheck this from here, and again we select this electric post and uncheck this. Okay, and then we going to press and hold the alt key and just click on this uncheck button here, and in that way you will only select this mesh here, and then again also go down and also select this one, which is the wire. Okay, so now if we go to here, that is the low poly assets, and go to its material view here, and you can see that this is the model. And now we going to replace the anchor point. So in order to replace this anchor point, select this one, then we go to this anchor position, and you can place the anchor point here. And in order to do it precisely, go to the top, and now we going to change the anchor point just like this, and then go to this perspective, and now we place this here. Okay, and now again we going to put it into a new group. So we just click and drag and drop to a new group here. So inside this group, this is the model, and we're going to rotate this into this angle just like this, and we also going to decrease the scale. So press R and just decrease the scale just like this. Make sure that you get the right proportion here. Okay, and now we place it here, and then we're going to duplicate it multiple times, and you can see that it is modular, so it really fits here nicely. And then again we duplicate it. Okay, so now you can see that we have this entire line of electricity here. Okay, but you can see that it plays a little higher from the ground. So don't worry, select this folder because we put it into a single folder. So if we move this folder, we can entirely move this electric post here. Okay, just like this. Okay, so now it fits here, and you can see that the scale is little less. So we're going to increase the scale by pressing the R after selecting this folder, and you can increase the scale and also put it little higher and place it here. Okay, you can increase the scale little bit more, dip it down. Okay, just like this, and also you put it here. Okay, So now in my actual video I also put this piping system here as well. So I do the same here. So we're going to put these pipes or cables here inside this group. So here, and I put it here, sorry, and I put it here, and then I'm going to decrease the scale of this piping system just like this and place it here. So maybe we going to change the material to something like brownish. So let's see what materials we have here. So maybe we can use this one. So just put it, and it can matches the ground color as well. So now we going to duplicate it multiple time also. And we select all these three, and then we duplicate here to make this process quickly. Okay, fair enough. So now we going to put the railway bogies here. So select this railway engine, and then we put it into a new folder here. So, and also we name this folder as train, and then we hit OK. And now we have this railway oil tanker. So we select this railway oil tank and place it here. Then we going to rotate this. So we press E to rotate this just like this. And then we going to link this tank to the engine here just like this. And also make sure that you match the ground here. So here it is. So we put it little down, put a little down this in bogie, or maybe we can decrease the scale little bit down here, and then we place it here just like this. Okay, and now place this here, and also we're going to duplicate it multiple times. So it all depends on you that how large train you want. But in order to make a large train or very big train, you also going to make your interval little bigger here. So I'm just showing you the idea. So maybe we can put 5 or 6 bogie or 7 bogie here, and just like this. Okay, so this look nice, or maybe we put another one here. Okay, so this is the entire train here, and then we have other assets here. So let's put those. So here is some railing. So we select this railing here, but make sure that you don't want to put your railing inside this train folder, because we're going to move this train folder. So if you put the railing here, the railing also going to move with the train. So make sure that you put this railing out from the group, and then we going to scale it down. So it doesn't make any sense either, but yes, just put it so it can look nice. Okay, just like this. And also we duplicate this here, and also here, and also do the same here as well. Okay, so here is the modular railing kit. So we select all these railings here and put it into a new group here, and then we going to duplicate, or maybe you can just rearrange the anchor point here just like this, and then we duplicate it here and also here. Okay, and now we also have other assets, that is the oil tanker. So I'm using this oil tanker to make a different map, but you can use this tanker here. So just put it here. Let's see how it look. So here is the tanker. So maybe we put this tanker over here. Just like this, and maybe here. And also we put some here, and we're going to decrease the scale so it can makes an illusion that it is far behind, just like this. And also we select this watchtower and going to decrease the scale. Okay, so we going to use almost everything, but we also have some of this buffer here, so maybe we can use this one as well. So we select this buffer, and now we going to decrease the scale just like this, and maybe we put it over here. Maybe we decrease the scale a little bit more, like this. Okay, duplicate it one more time and place it here. And then we also have pair wheels here, so we going to decrease the scale of this wheel, and we going to rotate this, and then again we decrease the scale and place it here. Okay, just like this, duplicate it. Okay, so maybe, and you can also just put things here and there to make your own design. So this is the basic, and now we going to hit OK, and let's see that how far we go here. And you can see here that I have this GTX 1060 and I can put so many assets here, so you can probably understand that how fast this works. So we hit OK, and here it is. So first we going to create a camera for our scene. So maybe 20mm look nice. Just hit OK here. Select this camera tool, and we are here. Okay, so you can see that it looks something like this. So place our camera maybe here, and in order to control the camera, I always use a null object. So we create a null object here, and we make this null object 3D, and also we name this as cam control. And then I select this camera and link with this null object, and then select this null object, press P, and let's see. This is how you can move this null object here. Okay, and then maybe we place our camera here, and now again go to this element, and in order to move this train, maybe we go to the scene setup here, and here is the train folder. So we right click here, go to this auxiliary animation channel and put it into a channel number 1. Okay, and now we hit OK, and now you can go to this group number 1, go to this auxiliary channel, go to the channel number 1, and there is the positions value, and go to this X position, and you can move this X position to move this train. So maybe we can rotate this train to this angle. So again go to the scene setup here, select this train folder, press E to bring this rotation gizmo, and just rotate this train to here, and then we place our train here just like this. So there is no line, but don't worry, it is out from our scene. But if you want, you can also extend the line here, and now we hit OK. There it is. And now you can probably see that our sky is missing. So for the sky, we go down and go to this render settings, go to this physical environment and just turn this on from here. Okay, just like this. Okay, so now we going to put a light to our scene. So for this, go to the layer, new, and create a light here. And I'm using the parallel light, and the intensity look nice. And make sure that you check this cast shadow switch here and just hit OK, just like this. And now we select this parallel light, press P to bring the position, and now you can place your light anywhere you want, just like this. So maybe we put our light here. Okay, just like this. And now we going to put some fog. So we go to the render settings here again and go to the fog, and we change the fog color to maybe something bluish like. Hit OK and then enable this. And now we going to make the distance here, and also we decrease this, or maybe we increase it a little bit more, and also we decrease the start distance here, just like this. Okay, and then we go to the shadow and just enable this one, and you can see that the only shadow mapping not work right. So maybe we can increase the map size to 8K and also go to this parallel light and increase this, but you can still see that it's not working. So we're going to change this to ray trace, but make sure that before you enable the ray tracing, save your project, because sometime it's going to crash. So I'm using the GTX 1060 and the ray trace works nicely here. So we just turn this on. Okay, so you can see that the shadow is enabled here, and now we going to go to this parallel light, change the position of the light. So maybe we put the light here. Okay, and now again we go to the render settings and go to this ambient occlusion and just enable this. But you can do one thing, that go to this quality preset, you can change this to high, or maybe you can choose the ultra settings, but make sure that it can render slowly. So maybe we can use this high settings here, and maybe you can increase the intensity if you want. And then we go down and go to this advanced option, and here you can find other options, that is the AO light influence. You can turn this up. Okay, so it can really makes a nice result to the scene. And you can also change this depth influence here, so increase it little bit. Okay, so now you can see that but you can see that there is some empty places, so this is not look nice. So again we go to the scene setup, and we're going to place some other assets here so can fill the gap. So we select this mountain and just duplicate it here, and maybe we rotate this and place it here maybe. So just fill the gap by using the assets you have. So it is very easy. Just rotate, and also we scale it up just like this. Okay, so now hit OK, and you're going to see that it look nice. But again the ambient occlusion intensity is little too high, so we're going to the ambient occlusion and decrease the intensity here. Okay, just like this. And now we're going to put another light, which will be the our ambient light. So go to the layer, new, and create a ambient light here, and then we going to decrease the intensity to maybe 14. Hit OK, and also we going to change the light color to something like warm sand like color here, because our majority of environment have this same color here, and hit OK. So this is how you can build the scene. So now the part for the animation, and you can see that I have the only GTX 1060 and I'm ran this into full resolution, but and you can see that it runs like this, but it also going to run fast because I also screen record this. So I going to decrease the resolution to half here, so run little faster here. Okay, so now we going to animate our train. So go to this element, go to the auxiliary channel number 1 from the group number 1, and now if you see, if I animate this, wow, our train is moving. Okay, so maybe we start our train from here, or maybe it is out from the frame, make a keyframe here and then go to the very end, and then we animate our train like this. So maybe here, wow, so our train really goes far. Okay, so now if you play this, you can see that our train is moving, so just like this. And also we can animate our camera with the train. So here is the camera control null object, make a keyframe here, go to the very end, and also we move our camera just like this. Okay, and you can see that our train is intersect the mountain. So it's all depends on you that how big you want your environment, so you can put the mountain really far away, and maybe we can do this. So go to the scene setup, then we select all these mountains here and we extend this here just like this, and then we select this basic landscape and duplicate here. And you can see that we also duplicate the mountain also. So just select the mountains here and delete these mountains, so we can only have the lower landscape here. And also we select this mountain and duplicate here, and we rotate this. And now if we hit OK, you can get a large environment here. And maybe make sure that you also have the line that extend to this distance. So go back to this scene setup here and make sure that you have the inter railway lines here. So we're going to select this railway lines, go to this folder here or go to this railways, and then we're going to duplicate this just like this. Okay, also duplicate it here, here, and also extend this line as well. Okay, so we have a very large railway line system here. And also we can do one thing, that we go to our folder here and put another this oil tanker over here. So maybe we can just rotate this and put it over here just like this. Okay, maybe we duplicate it and put it here, and also put this here. Okay, so you get the idea. So now just hit OK. Wow, man, this is really huge. And now go to this camera control here, and you can go here just like this. And now if you play this, or maybe you can see that this bogies intersect the camera, so you can make a keyframe over here. Over here, make a keyframe here, and then select all this keyframe and just move this just like this. So in that way you can evenly move all the keyframe at once. And then we delete this keyframe, and now you can see that if we move this, so let's see that our camera goes like this. And because we extend our world, so make sure that you also fill the area by the small mountains. And also you can see that at the end we lost the electric post, so make sure that you also extend this electric post here. So let's see how we fix this. So again, go to this element and go to the scene setup here, and now you see that here is the problem. So we select this one, target this area, and you can see that there is some gap. So we're going to select some ground assets here just like this one, and we're going to duplicate this and fill the gaps by using these assets just like this. And also we rotate this, and then we duplicate it here again, and also decrease the height and place it here, and also decrease the height a little bit more and place it here. Okay, again decrease the height and place it here. Okay, so this is how you can entirely manage some mistakes here just like this, and make this scene seamless. Okay, so this is the basic idea. And make sure that you clear your entire lining system here. So make sure that you clean this just like this, and also select this one and move it here. Okay, just like this. And again also we going to select this low poly assets and the cable folder here, and we going to duplicate it just like this, so we can fill the gaps here. Okay, just like this. So now if we hit OK, or again you can see that there is some gaps. So again we going to fill these gaps here, and also do the same here, do the same here, duplicate it, place it here, and now hit OK. Okay, so now if we play this, you can see that it play nicely and there is no lag. So now one thing I do in my actual footage, that I go to the train here, there is the channel number 1, auxiliary channel number 1, go to the rotation, go to this x-axis rotation, you can see that it rotates like this, and press and hold the alt key and just click on the stopwatch here, and then type wiggle brackets, and inside the brackets I put a very small value to maybe 1,4. So let's see how it shakes. So it can put a little bit of shake to the train here, or maybe we can increase the value to maybe 0.8. So now if I stick my camera to the train here, so let's see, here is the camera control, and we disable the keyframe here, and then I just put my camera over here, just like this. And also I go to the camera and press R to bring the rotation values and rotate my camera over here. And then I go to this camera position and make a keyframe here, and then go to the very end. Then I make a keyframe here, and then I just trim the comp and maybe I play this. So you can see that there is a little bit of shake to this trend, or maybe you can do one thing, that you can increase the shake frequency to maybe 2 and also increase the shake to maybe 1. So let's see that how it look like. Okay, so this is much better because we have the significant shake to the trend and this shake is visible. Or maybe if you think that it is too much, you can decrease it from here as well. So maybe 1.5 will be nice. And okay, so now, and also we put some camera shake to the camera. So we press A to bring the point of interest and alt click here and then type wiggle and put a very high frequency shake to maybe 5,10. So let's see. Okay, so now you can see that it really makes sense and it really look amazing. Okay, so now this is the entire idea for this scene, and if you download this project file, you can also get all the camera animations from there. So you will understand that how I make all the camera animations, and you can just duplicate the train folder and put the train to this line as well. And when you put this train into this line, you can also have to disable these buffers and those tankers, so it can run freely on the lines. And if you go to this element layer, then go to the motion blur switch here, and if you turn this on, you can get a nice motion blur here as well. So you can see that with the motion blur it also look nice. Okay, just like this. So, and in order to get a nice motion blur, you also change the sample count to maybe 34. And now you can see that it really makes a nice result here. Okay, but you can see that it lacks your scene. Okay, so now in order to make some color correction, I'm using a third-party color correction tool. So we create a adjustment layer here, and then I go to the effect, and then go to this magic bullet look effect here, then go to this edit option, and then we go to this warm. So maybe we're going to use this one. Okay, so this look amazing, and hit OK. And then again we go to the layer new, going to new adjustment layer, and here we going to put the tint effect as well as the curve effect here, and then we going to decrease the tint amount and make a little contrast here. Okay, just like this. So the color correction is all depends on you, that how you want to see your entire scene. So I'm not going through the color correction here, but you can really understand that how it look like with a little bit of color correction here. Okay, and you can get the idea. So now we again go to this camera. Maybe we change the camera, or maybe we again decrease the, or maybe disable this motion blur here. And now we're going to put our camera over here, and now you can see that, wow, this animation look amazing. Wow. But you can see that we should start from here because there is no electric lines. So maybe we start from here. So make a keyframe here, delete this first keyframe and extend this keyframe here. Okay, so now you can see that, and also go to the very end keyframe and we place our camera here. So now you can see that it really makes a nice result. So here is our train and it goes, and just like this. Okay, so I make the sample to 12 and you can see the RAM preview like this. So this is all about this tutorial, and if you know more about the other camera angles, I gave you the project file so you can really get the idea that how I set my other cameras that I show in my promo video. So this is all about this tutorial, and I am very happy that I make this tutorial for you, and I'm also give all the assets for this project. Make sure that you can download all the assets for this project. So this is for today, and I hope you really enjoy this tutorial, and we will see in my next video. So till then, take care and bye bye.